We have been here at North Shore since day one. The church started in our home.
I remember my parents talking to all of us and saying, we're praying to start a church. We know that God wants to start a church here.
We were very involved in a church in Seattle, and the former pastor there was helping start this church, North Shore.
And he came to our home and held these sessions with us and knew of others who might be interested in joining the group.
We met in another family's house over here in Sunset Village, which is like east of the church. And it was a garage. And we opened up the garage door and set chairs in.
We had 23 people show up, and the offering was $384 the first time we met, and that was end of April of 1969.
And then we rented a house on 100th Avenue Northeast, and for 4 years we met in that house.
The living room seated 100 people. It came with a church organ. There was 2 kitchens. There was other small rooms that could be used for Sunday schools. And then Easter Sunday it came. We're moving into the new building.
I was reading a little article in the monthly paper at the conference requesting if there's a person out there that could help us financially.
We had bought the property. Val Anderson from the conference had loaned the money to buy the property.
The 6 acres were available, and we started building.
And the first church that we designed and built was finished in June of 1973, which made it possible for us to expand to up to 250 to 300.
So I remember parking my car now where, the lobby is, because that was just gravel and big cedar trees at one time.
I have found out not to be discouraged by change, but
Hang in there.
To hang in there, to accept the change.
The message and the heart and the people and the passion hasn't changed here at North Shore.
Everybody that has come into our group, it seemed like, were handpicked. God just knew what we needed.
Myself, as well as every believer, has been given a set of gifts, and God says, join me in what I'm doing. And I just think it's a joy to be able to glorify God and get to know Him in the context of working at the local church.
And I just feel like just the overall health of this church, you just feel it. And just wanting our kids to be raised in a church that has generations, that people just love you.
God is alive here at North Shore. The message is consistent. Never have to doubt what's coming from the pulpit.
I can see what God has done,
Yeah.
and He's brought so many people here.
When I'm thinking about vision for North Shore and what North Shore is going to look like in 2020 is, are we reaching people? Are we getting people connected? Are we growing them deeper? And then are they being deployed into their world locally and globally to make a difference, to make that extraordinary impact for Jesus in their world?
God had a purpose for our being where we were. We were just fortunate in that we were in an area that, and in a place that we could be used.
And the reason I feel that North Shore has never stopped running is because of the deep faith of the people, the deep faith of the staff that we have always had, the unity that the North Shore has had, and because they have had an outstanding reach and desire for missions, both home and abroad. And when I see this, I think about all the people who get the gospel because North Shore has a desire to reach not just across the street, but all over the world.
And now I stand in the foyer looking at the benefits, walking around in my investment.